One of his men, Cairo, shifted uneasily beside him. "Mwamba," he whispered. "We can't just stand here and watch. Those people—" "I know," Mwamba cut him off, his voice low but firm. "But we can't fight them now. We're outnumbered, unarmed and unprepared. If we make a move, we'll only get ourselves killed." "And what about them?" Cairo snapped, gesturing toward the captives. "Are we just going to leave them to die?" Mwamba turned to face his team, his jaw tight. "If we die here, who will warn our people? Who will prepare our defenses? We can't save them, not yet. But we can make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else." The men exchanged reluctant glances but said nothing more. They knew Mwamba was right, but it didn't make the situation any easier. As they prepared to retreat, a scream pierced the water. Mwamba turned sharply, his eyes locking on a young girl being dragged toward one of the cages. She thrashed wildly, her small hands clawing at her captors. "Let me go!" she cried, her voice filled with terror. "Please, I want my mother!" Mwamba felt his heart breaking. His hands trembled as he gripped the hilt of his blade, but he forced himself to stay still. His men were watching him, waiting for his command. "We'll come back," he whispered, his voice choked with emotion. "We'll come back for them." The girl's cries faded as she was thrown into the cage, and Mwamba felt as though a piece of his soul had been ripped away. He turned to his men, his face grim. "Let's move," he said. They slipped away quietly, retreating through the seaweed forest. The journey back was silent, the weight of what they had witnessed hanging heavily over them. As they swam, Mwamba's mind raced. The fish people weren't just attacking. They were expanding, claiming territory and enslaving entire villages. Between their stronghold and Lulenga's kingdom lay countless villages and kingdoms, all vulnerable to the same fate. They had to prepare. If the fish people reached their shores, it would be worse than anything they could imagine. The fish people were merciless, and their growing boldness meant only one thing: war was inevitable.